What is up, everybody? Welcome to Kinda Funny's Batman Arkham Asylum 10-year anniversary celebration stream brought to you by Jack in the Box. My name is Barrett Courtney. I play through the Arkham games once a year. That's not an exaggeration. And here, joined with me, is Kinda Funny's resident DC superfan, the man who reviewed Arkham Asylum himself for IGN.com back in the day, one Gregory James Miller, dressed up as Batman.
Adam West Batman, of course. Come on.
How you doing today, Greg?
Feeling good. How are you?
Yeah. I'm on top of the world. I've had a good couple of days for the last couple of days.
Why is that?
So earlier in the week, we got some official SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom gameplay.
That's true. I remember that.
2 days ago, Lucasfilm confirmed that Ewan McGregor is coming back to reprise his role as Obi-Wan. And then yesterday, holy crap, the first official trailer for El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, dropped yesterday, confirming
Is it a trailer? Is it a trailer, really? It's just Stinky Peter, whoever interviewed me and yelled at?
Skinny Pete.
Oh,
sorry. No, it was just enough of like, I'm not going to let you guys put Jesse Pinkman back in the cage. And that was like the most hype thing. Cool. And now today, we're celebrating Arkham Asylum.
10 years!
I know. We're celebrating this series that is very important to myself, very important for you, I imagine. And
I don't come in on a Sunday for just any game, all right?
Exactly.
The video game anniversaries are happening left and right.
So I want to thank you and Big Kev Dog Coelho on the board
today. A round of applause for Big Kev Dog coming in. Huh? He didn't have to be here, but he's here. Did the Jack in the Box help? Maybe.
But yeah, I came to you with this idea a couple months ago, and you're immediately like, let's
totally.
do it.
What a landmark video game. And I think it's one of those things that we, and I mean Kinda Funny and video games at large, don't do this enough. We don't celebrate video games birthdays. A lot of times you go to IGN, right, and their little widget at the top's like, oh, it's the Game Boy thing. Yeah. We didn't think about it. We didn't know. But for a game like Batman Arkham Asylum, first off, that it's 10 years later.
I know.
Which is insane to think about. Because I wasn't even a young buck yet at IGN at the time anymore. The fact that it's here and what it did for the video game landscape, what it did for Rocksteady, what it did for superhero video games, what it did for us as fans, insanity.
Yeah. And so, you might have noticed that we've got all this Jack in the Box here, and today's stream is actually brought to you by Jack in the Box, like I told you. But here's the thing, Greg.
Yeah, sure.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
We got two kind of like two goals, one problem.
Okay, yeah, sure.
One goal, one problem.
Okay, I got it. Right? Yeah.
So the goal, I told you, I can beat Arkham Asylum. The last time I timed myself, it was 5 hours on the dot.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, I typically don't eat and play video games at the same time because I don't like getting food on the controllers.
No way.
So our hashtag JackHack. As the kids say.
That's what the kids are calling it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The kids. I'm going to need your help through the power of friendship. I'm going to need you to feed me, Jack in the Back.
That's fine.
When I'm getting rumblies in my tumblies, I'm going to let you know, like, hey, I'm going to need some of these nugs.
Sure, yeah,
maybe
I got
some fries. We got some
we're going to need more
spicy
food
chicken.
For sure,
oh, yeah,
period.
Absolutely.
We have spicy chicken in here?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm eating that.
Yeah. All right.
And that's the thing I want to point out, too, to Jack in the Box's credit. You came to me and was like, hey, do you want to come in on a Sunday and play games? I was like, sure. And then, like, Thursday, Jack in the Box was like, hey, we'll sponsor us. Like, okay, great. Yeah, whatever. Cool. Yeah, well, listen, we're going to be hungry during it, obviously.
More the reason. All right, Kev, are you back on the boards? Where are you at?
Yeah, right here.
Have you platinumed this?
No, I have not. And that's mainly due, like, as you can see, my most recent playthrough, I'm really bad at the challenge rooms.
Kev, chat's saying we're down. Yeah.
Keep
going. We're fine. I'm just giving Kev a shout.
And so, like, the challenge rooms I am terrible at in this game, and and that's the reason I haven't platinumed this or City, because the challenge rooms are like especially hard.
Dude, same thing for me. Where I think Asylum, I think, it didn't have trophies originally when it launched, right? 10 years ago, wouldn't have had them.
It definitely. I played it 2 months late. Like the first time I played it was October. It did have achievements at that point.
Achievements, come on.
I had a 360. I was a 360.
No, don't even get in my face about it. City was the same thing for me. Of like, oh man, I want to platinum this game.
Right.
When I was like, I dislike these challenge rooms. I get it. I just don't want to watch a YouTube video and do the exact same thing and do that kind of thing. I was smart enough to do it on my own.
Yeah, and like the Riddler challenge rooms and all that stuff, especially in City. And the first game I actually platinumed in the series was Night.
Me too, because it was a great platinum.
And I was able to kind of cheese it because I was still not good enough with the challenge rooms, but all the DLC challenge rooms counted towards that trophy.
But they even did challenge rooms different in Night, which helped out a lot.
Yeah, it did. We're gonna keep the brightness, and then I'm gonna wait here really quick so we can have Kev Dog come back here and start the timer. So Kev Dog's got a timer in the back, so we can actually time myself to see if I can.
We're doing like world speedruns.
It's a leisurely speedrun.
Hence the Jack hack. I got it.
It's more of a leisurely speedrun. Like someone's like, oh, will this be like you trying to get the world records? Like, nah, the world record's like an hour and 10 minutes. I can't do that.
No.
This is just me, just
doing it.
Knowing how to play this game and knowing all of the like little things that I know. And so, yeah, the last time I timed myself.
You got tacos too?
Yeah, man, go ahead. Get in there. My goal is to do 5 hours or less.
Cool.
So we'll see that. Kevin!
Kevin, come back and hit the timer!
Kevin! So I'm going to press continue, and I'm going to do normal, just because hard, there's a couple of things that are like...
This is a speed run.
Yeah.
All right?
Leisurely speed run. Leisurely.
Everybody, can he beat the world record? We'll find out.
No, absolutely not.
Why? Is there like some weird...
Start that timer, Kev. Greg, you originally reviewed the game for IGN.
Correct. That's correct.
Back in 2009, and your review went up August 21st. So
Lord almighty.
Yeah, your review is 4 days older than
and this, I'll tell you what, is a review I remember for a million different reasons, but one of them being is it was the first time an embargo I thought interfered with what I wanted to say in the review.
Oh,
and there was an
interesting.
actual debate in the office as to what to do about it. Because we were going back and forth with WB for a while, because they were very clear, spoilers obviously, you're about to play through the whole game, they were very clear that we couldn't talk about the Scarecrow bits. And so I kept going back and forth. I'm like, I get it, but I want to be able to say that that's one of the best parts of the game. Like,
right.
Can we? And it was like, again, 2009, right? I've been doing it a year and a half at this point, maybe, you know, really only 2 years, I guess, 2 anniversaries, whatever. But it was that question of still having that journalistic integrity of like, well, I don't know if we'll do this, and having meetings and shit. Whereas now I get embargoes all the time, like, don't mention anything after this point. You're like, great, no problem, of course. Yeah. One of the things right here from Big Blue, favorite memory of your first playthrough of Arkham Asylum. It's not, I guess, my favorite memory, but I distinctly remember this, and this goes out to everybody who's an old IGN fan. Playing through this on PS3, I got my code. Jim Riley came over, Newshound. Jim Riley came over. I remember putting it in, and again, it's silly now because we sit here where it's 10 years, we're celebrating this giant thing, talking about how amazing Rocksteady is. Nobody can, you know, wait for what comes next from them. At the time, nobody knew what we were getting with this game. We weren't sure if it was going to be good or if it was going to be crap. And I know that sounds weird, but think about it. It looks weird, right? It's got a weird art style. It's got its own little vision.
And at the time for superhero video games, like they weren't known to be like this great, like 9 out of 10 type of thing.
And so when we started it and started playing, like it didn't happen there, obviously, because we're on PS4 and everything's amazing now. Yeah. But I remember there being a screen tear and a bit of a hitch in one of the cutscenes, and me and Jim both looked at each other like, are we about to get into a really bad thing?
Oh no.
And then you jump cut to where we couldn't stop playing it. I couldn't stop playing it, and Jim couldn't stop watching. We were so into what was happening, right? It was so amazing to be a part of it.
The first time I played this, again, I've said this before, like if Arkham Asylum didn't exist, I probably wouldn't be where I am today.
Really?
This was the game
This is what restarted you into games,
This is what restarted me. Like for years, I was like casually playing like Rock Band and like Burnout Paradise or whatever like that, but I wasn't into games. And this was, I remember the trailer for this was on like the DVD of The Dark Knight, and I remember seeing the trailer. I was like, I'm a huge Batman fan already. I was like, oh, I got to check out this game when it comes out. And so yeah, the first time I played this, I think was 2 months after. It was near like Halloween, so it was like kind of the perfect time to play this.
Right.
And yeah, I had like no expectations. I did not know what I was getting into. And this whole sequence right here of the slow intro, you just walking around, talking to Joker, talking to these people like who've worked here, and like Sergeant Bowles and all this stuff, like all of these kind of like weird people and stuff, and slowly introduce you to the world and characters that play out throughout the entire story. Yeah, I think the first time I played this, it was a weekend or something. It was like a Friday or Saturday night, and it was one of those like, Mom, you gotta let me stay up. You gotta let me stay up and play through this entire game, and I did. And yeah, like, yeah, the first experience, I would say my favorite memory was just playing through the entire game in one sitting for the first time. It was magical.
Such a landmark in so many different respects, and we're gonna talk about it all day long. But I mean, in terms of, hey, let's, you know, get the animated series voice cast. Let's give them this game. It's not a sequel, but you can envision how it could be. You can envision this being an extended part of that universe, and how that immediately set you here. And I think, honestly, did so much for DC as a brand in terms of how they thought of Kevin Conroy as well, right? Where it was that Kevin Conroy was the Batman from the animated series, was the Batman from Justice League, was all in that same universe. But giving him this, it was more that thing of, okay, people can wrap their head around it. You can put him, we can cast him as Batman in just about anything, and people are going to be like, we understand it's not the exact same, you know, animated universe that Paul Dini made up.
Like if you want it to be connected, it's definitely there.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
Like,
and there's enough nods and stuff to that and references, right?
Yeah. Now this moment right here was like, oh my God, we're going all in on some stuff.
Totally.
And of course, me being like the dumb kid I was when I first played this game, I was like, oh, this is a cool cameo. Like
not understanding.
Yeah, like not understanding that this is totally a setup for a boss fight later on.
In the chat, Queso5013 says, "I love that this is an established universe and they just throw you in."
Yeah,
another great moment, right? We didn't need to see Bruce Wayne's parents get killed. We didn't need to see Batman meet Gordon for the first time. We didn't need to see Batman as an outlaw, right? We're fine. He's caught the Joker, great. And that was also, you know, like I remember how they pitched it of just like, we start at the end of most video games. You've caught the Joker. You're bringing him back to Arkham, and you're gonna have. It's gonna be Batman's longest night of his life. I remember that was how they pitched it. We're almost out of nugs, and I'm not. But again,
can I get one of them nugs?
Sure. Here, remember Jack Hack.
Jack Hack.
Man, that
was. What's he doing?
I can't believe you reached across the entire screen.
Get a light on him.
So awesome.
Yeah, like
remember
this moment right here of like, oh, this game is also going to be like, kind of like, for my 14-year-old brain, like, oh, this is going to be kind of creepy, and like they're really gonna like delve in on those type of moments.
It's funny, you know, you in your document here have my IGN review, right?
Yeah, I wanted to have you actually like go through and see if there's any like breakout moments that you want to like go back and read.
Again, to put myself in the moment, I like my verdict on it, right? Batman Arkham Asylum is the greatest comic book video game of all time. This is an adult Dark Knight story that is well told, packs some truly fun gameplay elements, has top-notch voice talent, and feels like it's part of Batman's canon. If I have to nitpick, I wish the cutscenes looked better as they can distract from the tale, and that the AI was a bit more responsive. But those tiny flaws shouldn't distract from the big picture. Rocksteady nailed what Batman is supposed to feel like. Fans rejoice.
Hell yeah, and you gave it a 9.3.
9.3, yeah.
Now,
this
really
was back
quick,
in the day of...
really quick, shout out to Buff Gordon.
In
Arkham Asylum, and shout out to Gordon's transformation throughout the entire series, where he's this like really buff guy with a really deep voice, and then we don't see him at all in Arkham City until the very end. And he's like really tiny. He's like, Batman, what happened? What happened in there? And then in Arkham Knight, he is old, decrepit Mike Ehrmantraut. I forget the actor's name, but the guy who played Mike Ehrmantraut in Breaking Bad voiced him, and that's probably my favorite iteration of him in the series. Yeah, but it's just funny to see him go through just like so many different.
Rocksteady's just like, fuck it, whatever. Who cares? He's Gordon. You got it. You say he's Gordon, he's Gordon.
Now, if you had to if Pear Snyder came to you and was like, Greg, we accidentally deleted your original Arkham Asylum review. We need you to re-review it. Would you give it the same score?
Oh, great question.
Yeah.
I mean, I would need to replay it again, right? And even then, it would be so impossible because games are reviewed in the moment in time they're released.
Right.
And that I know people have always. First off, for the record, I hated reviewing at IGN with the 100-point scale. I think it's silly. I think you should go 9, 9.5, whatever. Put games in those buckets. That explains what these games are. Great, you got it. But for the reasoning behind this, and I always get corrected, so feel free to do it in the chat. I gave it a 9.3 based on its counterparts, which, if memory serves, it was that I had reviewed Uncharted, Infamous, and I think those are where I was putting it around its same placement. And I think it was that I gave in Uncharted a 9, and Infamous a 9.1, and then Batman a 9.3. And I was saying that in this action-adventure, third-person action gameplay genre that obviously you guys know I love and is my favorite part of gameplay, or video games. That's where I'd set it. I do remember Brendan Ayub, who you might hear stories about here quite a bit. He runs Lair Media. He's a good friend of Nick.
Okay.
It was when he was still on the video team, and he did my VO for this, and he was playing it too, but he was a huge fan, and he rode my ass non-stop about it, and he was calling me such a coward for not giving it a 10. He's like, you're just a fucking coward. Like,
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we have a question from Titan Matrix. Like, what do you think is the #1 element missing from Arkham Asylum that would push it into that upper 9 range?
I think oh, you want to go? Sorry.
For me, like, I would definitely, if I was reviewing things, and scoring things is very daunting, but probably personally for me, it would be in the high 9 range. Like, I think for the time this game had it all, like the one thing we were talking about earlier is like, I'm just really bad at the challenge maps.
Sure.
And that was like the only downside I had of this game. I would say, as far as the whole series goes, I would say boss fights aren't definitely the highlights of the series.
Except Mr. Freeze, of course.
Mr. Freeze, top
And again,
tier.
that's more of a challenge than a fight,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And that's why I think that boss fight works so well. And it's what they tried to do with Joker. They tried to implement what is really good about this game, which is the combat, and then try to fit that into this kind of like weird boss fight where, yeah, you are pulling him down and you are punching him and running away, but then most of the boss fight is just fighting other dudes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was when they knew how to implement the best parts of the gameplay into the boss fights that I think really got like pulled off like boss fights, and that's why I think the Deathstroke fight from Origins doesn't hold up as well.
What the fuck?
I don't think it holds up that well. I think at the time it was.
You're
it
lucky
has great.
you've played it way more recently than me, so I trust you. But fuck you.
I play these games every year, and it's one of the things I noticed this time around was like the presentation is great, and it's like. As far as presentation goes, it is the best boss fight for that.
Yeah.
But then it's just hit square like twice and then hit triangle, and it's not an interesting fight gameplay mechanic wise and whatnot. And I didn't say this at the beginning, but part of this playthrough, I'm just gonna get
the easy ones.
Easy Riddler trophies. Oh hell yeah! What's up, Robin?
Come on in here, Robin. Oh, more Jack in the Box.
More Jack in the Box. What's up?
Go
Let's
wide, Kev. Go wide. It's Batman opening grace. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Well, then Porty got it. Porty got her. No, it's fine. You're allowed to say hello to the dog. It's fine.
Batman,
Robin here.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for bringing us more Jack in the Box.
Nice.
Real life hashtag Jack Hack happening
see,
in
that's
the making.
That's a good cowl.
Yeah.
My cowl over here, the Adam West cowl,
Now
just
this
cuts
is-
right into your eyelids.
This is for 8-year-olds.
Well, you got a
So-
small head.
Oh, it's the big one? Okay.
Perfect.
You sent me a
great.
picture of,
I took a picture of the child one because I wanted to freak you out.
no, I thought it was funny.
I asked too, but it sucks.
Oh man, it sucks because the eyes look great. Show
Yeah, like it does.
Put your head next to Barrett's head.
Yeah,
Feel
cut.
my face.
I can't feel my face when I... Oh, screen cap that. They're getting married.
Oh yeah, and this was horrifying of seeing like what Joker gas does to them in the moment was like you see it in the comics and in the series and whatnot, but this was the moment I was like, oh, that shit is terrifying.
Oh, totally.
Oh man. So little things like that where you have to like wait for conversations to play out, and then I always forget like what the cue is for me to finally be able to move, because he can't grapple up because he's like he has to respond to that dude. So, yeah. Always
Come
a
on,
weird
get some
moment.
food, Jen. If you're not in these squares, you're not seen, so you don't have to worry.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to eat, you want a chicken sandwich bite?
Sure.
There you go. Yeah, we got. There you go. Jen Miller's first bite of Jack in the Box. The first time I played this, I just remember being so scared by the Predator challenge stuff, like the Predator moments here, where I'd like sneak around for a while, like
How young were you? I forget.
14, and like try to like plan things out and all this stuff, and now it's just like, all right,
You
coming
got
up
it,
here,
yeah.
coming up
This
here.
was the Tenchu game that I wanted for so long. you
Yeah?
know?
Yeah?
I hate it. I hate it when they're just a little bit off.
Damn it! And he's
Right?
walking
Yeah,
back
yeah,
the
yeah.
other way.
It's okay. He'll walk around. It's fine. You'll catch him.
I love doing the glass takedown as the last thing now.
Yeah.
He's gonna walk over here.
Oh, you got it. You're gonna give me a glass takedown? There
Here
it
it
is.
comes. Here it comes.
Ah!
It's a kill screen.
Snap his neck.
No, that's not what he does.
Yeah, you know that would be bad.
See, I
guess.
remember this being one of my complaints in the game too. That detective vision was so overpowered that you stayed in it all the time. And you just
And then
take
they
away all
made
the
it-
detail of the game.
Yeah, and then but then they made it way more annoying to have it on in Arkham City.
OMGLX subscribe with Twitch Prime for 19 months says Barrett of the reportedly canceled Rocksteady WB Montreal projects. Which one would you want most?
The canceled ones.
Where'd the canceled?
What would have been the like they're-
Superman.
No,
Is that canceled?
I can never be.
Remember that image leaked out and then it was like, man, I'm dead.
Yeah, will never be convinced that you can make a good Superman game.
Well, when they do, you fucking eat your words.
Okay.
Uh,
And then also like the Damian Wayne stuff that leaked recently looked pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that idea of kind of doing more of a Batman Beyond-esque.
That's what they should do, though.
Yeah.
They should just do that. We're done with Arkham, and so it's just Batman Beyond, and then
Yeah.
it is, yeah. Get fucking Will Friedle, who's on We Have Cool Friends tomorrow,
Oh, there you go.
to voice him.
Can we break him? Do you think he's part of that project?
I don't think it's happening. So I
Okay.
think we can't break what's not broken. You know what I mean?
It's true. My heart's broken.
Oh,
Unsexiest comedian subscribe with Twitch Prime for
What a game.
56 months. Says another month bites the dust. Love you, Barrett. Love seeing you guys making the dreams happen.
Love you too, Cam.
Best bat boy in the business. Greg missed this outfit. Looking sexy. Kev, give me that milk, mommy. Oh,
Spill that milk in the chat.
no.
spurt your milk all over the chat.
No, I don't like this at all. All right, God, there's so many of you guys. It's like you guys just having so much fun doing the
All
hitting
milk
buttons,
needs
huh?
to come
All right.
to your doorstep. Remember this? This is mind blowing.
This was
right?
the
Wayne.
moment
Yeah, yeah.
of, like,
You're also
getting out
the
of that
moon's
building.
Way too goddamn close to the Earth. We're gonna
Yeah.
die.
It's happening the same time as Majora's Mask.
Okay.
Very little people know that.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Zelda timeline
they-
is so complicated.
Yeah, they confirmed that in the Arkham comics.
What are your go-to alternative skins? Ask Nerd
Ooh.
Cadet.
Arkham City, Batman Beyond, and that's it. How would you rank the series?
So tough. Such an because it does come down to gameplay gets better as it goes because they evolve it and change it and do it.
With me, like when people like share this is one of the few series of anything where I don't mind what other people's rankings are because I see the arguments for everything else. If you're talking to me about Harry Potter, I will get very like judgy on you of like if you put certain things above the other ones. But for something like this, I'm like, yeah, I respect any kind of like ranking that anybody has. But for me personally, yeah, it's City, Night,
Really?
Asylum, Origins. I think Night has the best story. Like for Batman and for
It's just fucking Red Hood again.
yeah, but that's
we
not
totally invented the Arkham Knight. He's a brand name.
yeah,
no, it's not.
the way they marketed that was a big mistake, but to me that's not what the story's about. This story, Arkham Knight's story, is about his letting go of Joker and in his mind needing to like realizing he doesn't need that in his life anymore.
Yeah.
Like the Red Hood story is just kind of a backdrop to that. The gameplay, I think, is the best in that game. The tank stuff, I understand like people's gripe with the tank, but I don't think it becomes super egregious until the stealth tank shit, where it's like the bigger tanks that can take you out. That's where I was like, all right, guys, like
Even still, it's just such a lazy way to extend the game. Like, all right, now fight 46th. Oh my fucking god! All right,
like the regular combat with, and like I understand their mind like set with it of like, okay, we need to put in this tank. What do people like about this game series? Combat and stealth. All right, let's try to do combat into this tank thing. Makes sense, but then let's try to shoehorn stealth in. Doesn't make sense. Very weird. The Arkham Knight tank boss fight near the end, where you're trying to get the cloudburst to blow up.
Yeah.
One of the most. It gives me like it gave me an anxiety attack the first time I played it because they don't really show you that when you hit him and then he starts chasing you around that he has a burn meter and that you're just supposed to run away from him long enough for that to burn out. And so I never understood that. So I'm just driving around thinking that this is never going to end, and I'm like trying to figure out like how the fuck to how to beat him and whatnot.
Oh yeah. With Knight, it's what we talked about. Batmobile stuff I thought was a huge step backwards. I really was let down by the Red Hood stuff, just being Jason Todd for Knight. I thought that could have been totally a different thing.
Like I don't fault them for doing that story, but I fault them for the whole when they were in those interviews when the game first got announced.
It's an
like,
original character.
Yeah, like we made this character, and like I get like how you can interpret it that way, but it's like what I think
I get it because like if you do. I don't even know if I do get it. If you say it's Red Hood, people would have been like, "Oh fuck,
yeah,
awesome!" I know
like
where you're going.
We're doing our take on the Red Hood story.
Because as soon as they, I mean, and this is a nerdy Batman thing, but as soon as they showed, the flashback to Jason Todd, and first off, I was like, "That's Troy."
Yeah.
And I know, oh fuck, all right, you know what I mean? Like it was like as soon as they show that, if you're a Batman fan, and I don't mean to be that guy and be broad strokes of it, but usually it's up, the jig's up, you know where this is going, and I remember being like, "Oh really?" And then by the time we get there and they try to make it a big reveal, I was like, no, I get it.
Yeah, it's not.
And I like how it was different. I like what Joker did to him.
It was a big reveal, more like emotionally, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the way they should have done it was make us believe that the Arkham Knight title was a reference to Batman's character, and then not talk about the Arkham Knight character until you play the game for the first time, because then you would have been in the moments of like, who is this character, and then have like the slow like living with the story of like, oh shit, they're doing the Red Hood story, but like their take on it, that's super cool. Like I would have loved if all of us had gone into that not knowing that the Arkham Knight was supposed to be this character. I hate this conversation because there's no like button to start the conversation. You just kind of have to let it go. It's the only conversation in this game where that happens, and it makes no goddamn sense. Bad Allen says, will you stream Arkham City when it's the 10th year anniversary for Arkham City? Maybe. I can also beat that game.
Barrett's still employed here, sure.
Yeah, if I'm still here. I can. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How fast can you beat Arkham City?
Also 5 hours.
Really?
Yeah. The story is not that long. If I'm not focusing on any side missions or anything, like that main story is not that bad. Arkham Knight, however, I think is like still for me like 15 hours or something like that. Like the way they design that open world and like the kind of weaving in and out of the story and whatnot, like it takes me a while to beat that game.
Barrett, we're at 58-minute mark. Just a heads up for you, my boy.
Thank you.
Oh God. God, look at that nightmare.
I know. And just the shadow there. Oh my God, Scarecrow is terrifying. Him running away like a little goblin.
Mother.
They're ringing around in here like slugs and shit. It's creepy. Father?
You should have stood up to him, son.
Like a man.
Like a Batman.
There we go. Mom?
Help us, Bruce. Don't let us die.
God. This still freaks me out as a kid. Even though you can see him like through, I was just like, oh God. Greg, I'm gonna need a quick old Jack hacks right
Which
here.
what do you want? You got tacos, you got the chicken sandwich, you got more
a
of the...
bite of that taco.
Okay.
Oh God. It's so creepy still to this day.
Batman. You're welcome. Jack hack.
Can you hear me? Bruce, what's going on?
Oracle.
I was high as fuck.
What happened? I lost contact.
I'm streaming balls.
Sure you're all right. Have you found my dad?
Bordy's coming to save us.
Yeah,
Having a
definitely
run
not
in
dead.
Scarecrow.
Definitely not dead.
I'll get back to you in a bit.
And we got an Easter egg of great white shark. Oh God, camera's all. That was just like another thing I loved about this, of like just the weird villains
Exactly.
that they would
Stuff
like.
that like totally you'd open it up and be like, I don't remember this person.
Yeah,
Who the
and
hell
then
is
like
this?
when you go into the actual character bios and you open this up, they make him look like how he would look in this universe.
Yeah.
I miss this menu style. I wish
Yeah.
they kept more of this in the.
Yeah, they started after this. This is the last time of these drawings, right? From here on
Yeah.
out, is renders of the characters.
Yeah.
Get that Jack hack, son. Thank you to our sponsor, Jack in the Box.
Even that little like throwaway, I always thought like, did this? Even when this game originally came out, I was like, did this just take place right after the whole Jason Todd thing? Because he like makes a dig at him of like, oh, you don't have a sidekick right now. Like, what's going on? It's like, oh man.
It's cool, right?
Thinking about like where Batman is in his life right now.
His journey. I also tweeted at Mark Hamill. Hey, Mark Hamill. We're streaming Batman Arkham Asylum for its 10th anniversary. We have Jack in the Box if you want to come over. So if he's in the Bay Area, that might work.
Maybe. We've got Modern Arcade from Twitter who asks, which is your favorite villain to battle? I know we talked about it before. I think the Mr. Freeze boss fight from City is the best in the series. We're talking about just this game. I'd have to say the Killer Croc one might be my favorite because it's just so different and so
I always felt like
tense.
we got gypped out of that one.
Because you don't actually fight him
Yeah.
like head on. But that's what I really liked though, was that Batman knew like where he was fighting him, what the situation was. He knew he couldn't take him head on. Where like here, he like knew the infrastructure of like the room that they were fighting in, all that stuff. Knew he had to like rip that stuff off of Bane, where he knew he could take Bane out. Whereas like for Killer Croc, he's like, I don't have a realistic way right now to actually take him down, so I got to just do what I'm best at and doing the sneaky stuff to get to my goal. Because I'm not like trying to. It's not like he's really trying to escape. Oh fuck. We got another Joker thing over here. So yeah, I'm collecting these kind of like tapes for all of these baddies, and they give like really cool context of building who these characters are in this universe. And Joker's is really cool because it's more of the lead up of the backstory with him and this doctor who has been making Titan or whatever. So I like that they connected all of that together.
Guy knows nothing's happening. Wow!
We're just standing around. Everything's normal.
Knock him out?
Nah.
He's knocked down. He's behind those bushes. It's not. He's not the guy who's just standing there.
Got it.
Cordy, there's too much food for you up here.
From Twitter, Othman Tootie asked, do you like finding the Riddler trophies and riddles, or does it feel like a chore to you? I feel like this is the only game where it doesn't, because you can find them naturally through most of the playthrough. Like if I was not worried about trying to hit this 5-hour mark, and I was doing like what I usually do for everything, by the end of the story naturally, I can get like 180 of them out of 240. So there's only like 60 of them that I have to like go and backtrack and stuff for. But
City, I remember felt like a chore.
City
there were
is
so
awful.
many, or it was just like, ugh.
I did it for the first time since City came out. I play through the games once every year, and I
Yeah,
did
we've
it
heard.
earlier this year. I did it leading to getting the platinum for Night. But when I played City, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go do all of the Riddler stuff.
Yeah.
So the next time I want to play this, I can play on New Game Plus and not have to worry about all the Riddler trophies because they carried them over. So you just have to get the hostages and fight Riddler. So that was nice. Backlaw. Yeah, here I'd never had a problem with the Riddler trophies, but yeah, every game after this one is just terrible. Night, not as bad as people thought.
Yeah, Night was great. Night was, I thought, was an enjoyable platinum. I think they got the message of
Yep.
we got a little too many trophies in there for City, so let's dial it back here.
Yeah, whenever I have conversations with people, are like, "Oh yeah, Knight's the most egregious." It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah,
Fucking City had like 440 trophies in that small ass, like, in retrospect of how big the maps are compared to all one another. In that like kind of tiny ass map, there's 440 trophies, and then for Night they brought it back to 240, which is the same amount as Asylum. So, just saying, wasn't as bad. Something that I like about this game is because you're going through so many different places several times.
Yeah.
You don't know, like, oh, are there gonna be enemies around here now, or like, am I safe for now? Like, what's going on? Ah, shit.
There you go. Your first hit of the game.
No, definitely not.
There's your
God
second
damn it.
hit
Yep.
of the game.
No, I was getting fucked up by Bane. I was scared that I was gonna die during Bane because I wasn't focusing properly. Oh, this motherfucker likes to go around the corner. Suck.
Drowned him. There you go. He rolls his head to the left or right. He's dead.
Batman is a killer. In our headcanon.
It's like Uncharted 3, right? When Nate would I would choke people out as Nate in that little fountain, and they'd go face down. You're like, oh god.
I feel like Killer Croc in Suicide Squad looked terrible.
Yeah, fair.
It's unrelated, but you know.
Yeah, I'm glad you're saying what we're all thinking.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But they still win an Oscar for
Special effects. man?
costumes.
Yep.
So
Whatever.
It should have been Star Trek Beyond that year.
it really should have.
No,
No, it was impressive of the detail, like the makeup detail and all that shit in Star Trek Beyond that year.
But
It was
nobody
like-
wanted to watch that movie, you know?
But it was the best Star Trek movie of that series.
Was it?
Oh yeah, it was the most.
Beyond's
like,
not Khan, right? Which one's
no,
Beyond?
Khan is Into the Darkness.
What happened in Beyond? Oh,
That was like
they fall and teleport. I remember
yeah,
that.
it
They
was the
beam 'em.
most like actual Star Trek-y feeling movie out of that entire series, and no one talked about it because everybody was sort of
it?
done with it
Yeah, they're
because
kinda
of
over it.
Into the Darkness. I didn't hate Into the Darkness.
Yeah, Beyond felt like it felt like a really long episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm very excited for of Breaking Bad the movie.
Ooh.
Stop talking about it. It's not
I'm so excited. It is news, Kevin.
not
It's
news.
coming out October
Nobody cares.
11th. That's so much sooner.
He does decide what's news. This is his show.
We're streaming. It's not screencast right now.
If you talk about movies in this office, it's his show.
It turns into screencast. What's up, everybody? Welcome to screencast. One of the Easter eggs in this room that we won't be able to get to because this one is like one of the most like backtracky. We got to get something to go into that door down there, and the Easter egg there is damn it, who's the guy in Arkham City? Why am I blanking on his name?
Steven.
Hugo Strange. Yeah.
Oh, right. That's what I was going to say.
Thanks, Kev.
No worries.
You were close, man. Stephen Strange, Hugo Strange. You were close. Yeah, there's a bunch of like Riddler stuff that I can get in here, but I'm not going to.
Don't do it, man. You don't need to. Who are you trying to prove anything to?
But one of the things that it has helped me on is get XP, so I can get some some of the upgrades that I need.
You don't need them though. You're a maniac. You're fine. You got this.
Maniac, I'm dancing like I've never danced before.
There he goes, ladies and gentlemen. We're 2.5 hours in the stream. That's what happens.
No, it's we're about to hit hour 2. We're at 1:56 right now.
Wow.
Barrett.
Why are you putting an S on Barrett?
What do you mean?
You're saying Barrett's.
Oh, I'm pronouncing the second T.
Barrett.
Yeah. That's how you
Barrett.
pronounce when there's 2 letters like that.
Barrett.
How many T's are there?
Shout out to the opening of Monsters Inc.
No. Okay.
I've never seen it.
It's very jazzy. Now, I read your review last night, and you're like, no spoilers.
I like how you're bringing all this like at me like I wrote it yesterday. Like I'm gonna remember anyway.
You brought up in your review, no spoilers, but that Rochelle Ghoul Easter egg is really cool. I was like, that was a major spoiler. Not a major spoiler for the story, but it's still like,
What was the Rachel Ghoul thing?
He's right there. His body's right there.
He's dead right here. It's his foot.
Oh no, I don't think so.
It's tagged Rochelle Ghoul. And fun fact, when you beat the game and you go back here, it's gone. Yep. Alluding to the fact that he can come back to life. Timeline.
Without spoiling anything, finding Ra's al Ghul. It's pretty cool. That's what it says. It doesn't say he's dead. It doesn't say his body. It doesn't say anything.
It's Rochelle.
You know
Ghoul.
there's thing. It's Ra's.
No sign of forced entry.
Ra's al Ghul.
Whoever opened it knew the combination.
Yeah, if you're Nolan.
Wasn't that in the animated series too? Wasn't it Ra's?
No, they made a joke about it where they pronounce it Raj and then Talia corrects them at one point.
Gotcha.
Rohei23 in the chat says, "Is there a spider-based Batman villain?"
I mean,
There must
comics,
be.
but nobody cares about comics.
Oh.
I'm Frank Miller. I'm upset about what Kevin said.
Kevin's hurting people's feelings.
Uh-oh. Going too fast for the game to register.
This speed run is just off the charts.
I
I've never
know,
seen
man.
anything like this before. Here we go. Cap out!
God. Is he too far away for me to get him? Butt punch! All right in the booty.
That will definitely knock you out.
That will definitely give you some
He
constipation.
won't be shitting right for a while.
Oh,
I like how they made the fans even weird.
I know.
Weird ass Arkham Asylum.
I'm like, why are they up here? What purpose do they have?
Trying to keep the air circulating.
Oh, yeah?
That's why we
Oh,
got that
yeah,
man in the
because,
corner.
you know, heat
Heat
rises.
rises.
Another way to say that. The fire rises.
The fire rises.
Good movie. Better than Batman v Superman, you know what I'm
lot better, not even close.
saying? Yeah.
I don't think anyone would argue that.
I mean, I feel like I'm getting set up here. I feel like I'm getting set up
I don't
here.
know. Maybe not.
Because Dark Knight Rises is a bad movie.
No, it's not.
You know what's a bad
Objectively.
movie?
Objectively.
You're going
it's
to
a
talk
bad movie.
objectively that is a bad movie.
Yeah.
But then Batman v Superman is a good movie.
Yeah, that's right. Now, you might be asked, Kevin, how's it raining indoors?
I did not ask.
Rudy O87 says, how did the SF Shock do yesterday, Greg? They won. I'll have you know. Andy's team lost, and the SF Shock won. It was great. It was a big day for all of us here. The world was shook that we said.
Sorry, Daddy.
Andy sucked.
Brian Thomas sent us a Twitter question and said, which side mission is your favorite from the series?
Wow.
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 It's oddly specific, dude.
Is that oddly specific? I think it's a good question. Makes you think.
Bad question.
Bruce is tired. Can't we just wait for him?
I would say Azrael and City.
Oh, that's really good.
Like the way they, because it's not really like you have to do a lot. It's just being able to find him naturally throughout the game. I think the way they subtly set that up was really cool.
There's no need for this. Stay where you are.
I remember seeing when Man-Bat scares you for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
How awesome that was. And
And it's something I just learned today. Someone posted about it in the Arkham sub, was that if you 100%ed the game before Halloween and you play the game on Halloween, Man-Bat will come and scare you again. And then if you go back to GCPD, he's broken out.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Does this kid have like too big of a head?
Yeah, way too.
No, kids got big heads. I was talking about this yesterday.
He's got a stupid head. We all know it.
Bruce Wayne, kind of a stupid looking kid.
Well, he's, you saw how these bodies look in this universe. Maybe that's how
I
heads look.
know. I mean, Gordon's hot in this, I will just say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Someone said in the chat that the Snyder Cut could be worse. You don't know.
It wouldn't be worse.
How do you know, man?
Because Justice League is bad. Real bad.
Zack Snyder,
Disjointed
not a great
nonsense.
filmmaker.
Yeah, I know.
So I feel like more of his vision of whatever that movie was.
I'm just
probably
saying,
worse.
DC has no balls, or Warner Brothers has no balls. They should have never turned over the entire universe to this guy. And once they did, they gotta let him see it through.
I mean, they cut off what's his? Because
he
it's pretty early from Marvel. But he wasn't the head guy. Kevin
What
Feige's
guy?
always the director of Avengers and Avengers 2.
Oh, Whedon.
Yeah.
Yeah, who then came in for Justice League. Yeah, well, 100%, but that's the problem, right? Is like, Marvel, you were already moving it around. You were giving it
Yeah.
to different people. Snyder, they were like, all right, make Man of Steel, and then you can launch the universe, and you can be around forever. And he's like, great, I'm gonna do a bunch of weird shit. And everybody's like, you know what? We can't copy Marvel, so do weird shit. And then we got in there, and then the world's like, I don't know if I like weird shit with my superheroes. And like, fuck, can you not make it weird? He's like, no, the train's way out of the station.
Can't jump off this choo-choo train.
You can't jump off this choo-choo train.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Now look at me, I'm Benjamin Franklin. I'm writing a letter.
Hey, I'm Ben
Get a key,
Franklin.
put a kite on it. Let's see what happens. There's an electricity.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I remember.
okay.
He wanted
Remember when he invented that?
He wanted the bird to be
Discovered
a
it.
turkey.
No, I'm pretty sure he invented it.
Yeah, he's credited as the inventor of electricity.
Yeah.
Discovered syphilis, too.
Fucking damn it. Too in my head, guys.
You come on, get back on track here. You're falling
I
behind
know.
in your speed run.
I know. Where are we at, Kev?
2 hours, 12 minutes.
All right.
Shh, we got 2 hours, 12 minutes.
We're at the second Scarecrow encounter, so I'm not feeling too terrible. There's 3 of them, and the third one is pretty close to the end of the game.
Is that how you judge your signposting? Like where you're at?
Yeah.
Gaming I8 says, what difficulty are they playing on? I just joined the stream. We're playing on normal difficulty. If you didn't know, this is Kinda Funny's Batman Arkham Asylum 10th anniversary stream brought to you by Jackbox. Hashtag JackHack. Barrett Courtney here plays the Arkham Asylum games every year. And if you forget, he'll tell you about it 15 times in this fucking stream. And so he's here doing a speed run. He has
A
to
casual, leisurely
basically go back in time 30 minutes and beat the game to complete the speed run and have the world record.
A lot of people
But
probably not calling it a speed
He
run,
thinks
you know
he can
what I
beat it
mean?
in 5 hours. Kevin
I have
Coelho's on the
beaten
ones and
5
twos
hours.
in the back.
Yep.
He's wearing a filthy casual hat.
Now we're going here.
Gary Wood is on Twitch or Twitter begging for video games. I could have gotten him weeks ago if he would ever just tell me what he wants.
Listen to me carefully.
He's back, man.
Zaz is fucking creepy in this game. Especially in the city too. The phone call killer stuff.
Yeah.
And you learn about his like background and all that stuff. Really good. He comes from like a really rich family, and his parents died, so he gets all this money, and then he like quickly gambles it all away. Like the Penguin kind of fucks him over, and then he is gets so upset that night that he finds like a random person and kills them, and feels like after he kills them, he's like, oh, I need that cut in my flesh and stuff like that. It's like, oh, you are a really fucked up person. The Ergos says, I can't believe Barrett hasn't played the Vita Arkham. I guess that's what is Blackgate the Vita game?
Yeah.
The
also
reason,
3DS.
The reason I never played it is because I never had a Vita.
You're a fucking monster.
Yeah, I don't like agreeing with Greg Miller, but you're an idiot.
I don't think I am. Vita was a failed project.
What?
Whoa!
Now we definitely have to listen to you on your Dark Knight Rises opinions.
Oh, Dark Knight Rises is so good.
It was a failed product. That's you right there. And I'm doing that like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man thing. Like,
Where he's crying.
no.
Remember he kept crying?
I do remember the crying.
Remember this?
Seem to be hack-proof.
Hey, he's doing it.
So with this whole fuckery of Tom Holland, the MCU Spider-Man, right, and then breaking up, would you feel not as upset with the next Spider-Man movie if it was Into the Spider-Verse and it had Tobey Maguire and it had Andrew Garfield?
And Tom Holland and all that stuff?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Right, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
You couldn't be mad about that. I think that's what you got to do, Sony. And then Venom comes in.
No. We can ignore that. There we go. Now here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This was the hidden Easter egg of Batman Arkham City.
Let me see.
Yeah. And we got some art here. I think they released this later on.
But no one knows.
Yeah, there's like Joker caught at the asylum at Arkham, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then what they were planning on having the map. So we have Arkham Asylum, and then we see a little bit of it. Like the steel plant obviously is in Arkham City. Psychiatric, I don't know. Like, yeah, the penitentiary and stuff. Like all of that stuff got kind of like cut out, but still the kind of plan.
It's awesome.
Still really fucking cool here. And just like some computer shit. Sharp over there.
Who doesn't love some computers?
So whose room is this? Whose office is this?
This is Quincy Sharp's. Because Arkham City is kind of like his whole plan of like how he's going to get elected as mayor. Of like, oh, I've got this solution how to like take care of all of these villains that we have in Gotham.
My name's Quinty.
Mr. Yasman 300 says, Greg, do you think we'll see Watto in the Obi-Wan series?
You fucking better. These cowards better give us what we want, all right? We've come too far. We've gotten too much.
Greg, I don't want to get you
Whoa.
excited, but
He came up really quick.
I don't want to get you excited. What happened?
He'd be in the right planet for it.
Fuck. I didn't know they were talking about the planet he's on.
You guys missed it, but the way that like fallen enemy came up, he jumped back up really quickly. It was really scary.
I saw it, but not impressed.
He's been doing some yoga.
Dink 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 dink.
Just see the they tweeted out like the other day of like an Odyssey, like, oh, we hope you had a great summer and all that stuff. We hope you like got your fill of the sunshine. It was like a picture of Mario having some ice cream cones, and it's turned into this whole thing where like people are like,
were they teasing?
Have they been teasing the Mario Sunshine sequel? It's like, no, they're just celebrating.
They're saying enjoy it.
Yeah.
I love Mario.
Did Kevin say he liked Sunshine?
I love it. I loved it.
Weirdo.
I had a blast.
It's Cool Greg's least favorite game.
Of all time.
Oh,
Wow.
it's about you taking down.
Oh
tags.
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're taking down the tags.
Is that what did he tweet that out recently?
No. If he did, I haven't seen it.
Alright. Well, I don't know if you were just saying that to say it and hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I was.
Should I get inside? Oh, here we go. Hold on. Let's focus for a second here.
You all right there, kid?
She just got such pretty red hair, you know? Good for her.
It's interesting, like how different she looks at night as well.
Yeah, she evolved so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stay where you are.
So it's because they had definitely way better hair physics by the time they got to night.
Yeah.
And quick Easter egg right here. This is a fan who like won a contest or something, and he got like he got to be in the game. Fun thing, assuming that you guys have played through the series that is 10 years old. As you see here, Clayface doesn't have any bones. We can see through him. And actually every time you see him as Joker in Arkham City, if you look at him in detective mode, same effect.
Oh.
So if you're paying enough attention,
you could be the world's greatest detective.
Yeah.
Keylock just cheered with 500 bits.
Oh, and now you have only 30 seconds to
Man, y'all really speeding through this. I don't know if he means it all condescending like.
Someone in the chat said I've spent 30 minutes so far on just trophies, and I wonder if someone is actually just timing me on the time I've spent with Riddler trophies,
I guarantee
which
you
would be
they're
funny.
Kyle 5344. Barrett looks so uncomfortable in that mask.
I'm getting sweaty, man.
I thought at the beginning it looked really comfortable, and then
Yeah.
you're like, no, it's not. Like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Definitely the sweat is getting in there.
TR Ben subscribed with Twitch Prime for 9 months. Who are y'all favorite non-Batman characters to use in challenge maps? Also, Batman vs Superman, terrible movie. That's not what he said, but I'm not gonna say what he said. I really like using Nightwing. He has the Extrema sticks. Extrema? Yeah, that's really rad.
Yeah, I liked Nightwing. The one I always hated, I went on the wrong side. I never liked the feel of Robin. I liked Catwoman. Catwoman was always the easiest one where I could get like 100 like combo with her like really easily. I liked Azrael, but Azrael feels exactly like Batman, and they do that on purpose for a reason, for a story reason.
What's the reason, dude?
Because Azrael is like looking to, he thinks his purpose is to take over Batman's role after
joking,
Batman's like done. So he like pretty much when you do his challenge rooms in the context of the story, he plays exactly like Batman because he's trying to be exactly like him. Kevin, what are we looking at right now?
Looks like 2 hours, 53 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah,
All right.
how we doing? You doing good? You feel proud?
I'm feeling all right. Now this was the building that was most like, why? Why is there like a botanical garden at an asylum?
Because you have to, Poison Ivy has to be there.
That was the one moment that I had to use the 2 batarangs.
Oh.
Well, not really.
Yeah, I was gonna say
But
you
it just makes it very way easier.
Should we bring Ric Flair and We Have Cool Friends?
Yeah.
No way he comes.
No, I did this. No, that's nope. Oh God, that was a terrible mistake. Thankfully, no one saw me. I don't know how no one saw me when I did that. Just trying to sneak up on this guy, but not hang him yet. Just want to get a couple of these guys down before we make it public. Uh oh, someone's running.
Oh no.
So someone definitely saw me. Oh shit. Yep. There we go.
Okay, seems like your observations were wrong earlier.
Yeah. Oh, now everybody saw me. Oh, Jesus.
No, it's a party. It's a party.
We're gonna take this guy down really quick. He's gonna hear it. So we gotta be quick about this.
Get over him. Just, yeah, go. R1, go. What are you doing?
Mr. Movie Dude says, Greg, have you watched Mindhunter? I played Ultimate Alliance while Jen binged season 1, so I kind of know a lot about it. And then I watched episode 1 the other night of season 2, but I was also doing something on my phone.
So your weird, kind of vague impressions of Mindhunter, what do you think?
It's interesting.
Okay.
Enough as background noise.
Fucked up show, man.
Yeah. I am not legend in the chat says. It's, quote, interesting as background noise. Not quite a ringing endorsement. Hey, man, from Greg Miller, if it isn't a fucking superhero show, that's pretty good.
Oh, God. Oh, he's right there, too. Get out of there. Get out of there. Fuck, that's scary. Oh, yeah, we got a little too horny, as Maximo Cortez says.
Like
a little too horny.
I don't like that. Yeah, don't say that.
You're better than him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you are better than him.
It's not even close.
Last health upgrade here. We're getting through this. We're gonna do this, boys.
Past the controller
Well,
says,
we just hit 3 hours.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Past the controller says, is Arkham the best superhero game or something else?
Arkham City, yeah. In my opinion, like, again, it's so subjective at this point.
Sure.
I'd say the only other, like, realistic argument is Marvel Spider-Man. What other, what other game series would you say, like, is at least up there?
Yeah, I mean, Injustice, obviously, but I mean, that's a fighting game, but I get it. But I mean, it tells a comic story.
Yeah.
Spider-Man on Genesis.
Spider-Man on Genesis.
Never saw Spider-Man. Spider-Man, I mean, it's so easy because he's done a million things, right?
Right.
There's been a lot of really good Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
You know?
Web of Shadows, underrated.
Appropriately rated.
Didn't you review that?
I reviewed it, yeah.
Didn't you destroy a company with that?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
You destroyed a company with that review?
Yeah.
I went to a Skybound party, whatever, drink meetup when they were in San Francisco, right?
Uh-huh.
Couple
What
of
did
years
they
back.
develop? Sorry.
Well, I mean, they're Skybound, so it's the Kirkman company, right? So like now they've finished The Walking Dead, but they've had a bunch of other little stuff out.
Okay.
Like Super Fight and that car game. Anyways, went to it, and we were at the bar, and this guy comes over. He's like, "You're Greg Miller, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Dude, don't take this the wrong way, but I hate you." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "I worked on Web of Shadow," and like we sat and talked for like 20 minutes about it. I've always meant to have him on the show.
Yeah, that would.
I still have him in a notepad. But it was like, he still wasn't super over it. That I did not like that game. And he said that they legitimately had my face on a dartboard at the studio.
God.
I was like, all right.
How bad was your review? What score did you give it, dude?
I feel like you gave it like a okay or something.
5.3 out of 10.
Okay, yeah. So what is that on the IGN scale?
That was mediocre, right?
Mediocre.
I'm checking. I'm scrolling. I believe.
Again,
I'm
it
rusty.
doesn't seem that bad.
But I mean, it's one of those where like, yeah, mediocre. It's one of those where people look at that game as a really good game. Some people do.
And I think, again,
like Javi Rodriguez, I know.
Like the time for the time, I would say it was a solid Spider-Man game.
I loved it, and I think you're fucking stupid.
Let me.
I think the Wolverine symbiote boss fight, fucking dope. God, it took me so long to figure out this room. This is the room. I was like, what the fuck is the point of this room?
It's an atrium. They have birds.
But there's no birds in here.
There's one bird right there on the right.
Nah, I don't believe you.
Remember we had all the Jack in the Box we ever wanted?
We still have a lot of fries out here, Kev.
How long
Speaking
ago that
of,
feels like?
speaking of, Greg.
Oh yeah, is it time for a Jack Hack?
It's time for a hashtag Jack Hack, man.
You want some?
Yeah, give me
more
some of them
fries?
fries.
Trying to find you another big one. I like when they get all clumped together. You know.
Yeah.
No, they're all loose. I'm afraid you're gonna bite me like a horse.
Got them horse teeth.
There you go. There you go.
Reach across the screen for me.
It's getting too intimate. This Jack Hack is getting too intimate. Puffy Goat Milk says, "Can we get a reading of Fran's Double Dash review?" Well, I don't mind if I do.
Let's not.
Let's see
It's
this.
just depressing.
Let's read this fucking lie from Fran. God, he wrote so many words about this. Jesus.
How long is the review?
Well, this is a different time for IGN.
The verdict is like 7
Here
paragraphs.
comes the verdict. All right, for Mario Kart Double Dash 7.9 Infamous. So stupid, Fran. Fellow GameCube and Mario Kart fans, I know what you're thinking.
1 hour later.
But Nintendo itself had said it is a company that innovates and is a company that does not want to deliver cookie-cutter sequels.
2 hours later.
The production values put into Mario Kart Double Dash are extremely disappointing. Honestly, do we really need 2 item buttons, X and Y, instead of dedicating one for a look-behind function?
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
I only hope that Nintendo pours more production into the sequel and remembers that just because Mario Kart was once designed for the younger crowd doesn't mean it can't become an everyone title with some complexity to it.
What an idiot. Let's fire him.
Fucking Fran.
Cool. There we go. And that is 1 down.
Import he goes.
And that
where I go
is 2 down.
In your face,
guess.
Kevin. You said it couldn't be done.
Haha, fuck you, Kevin.
I did, and I don't think this actually counts.
Wow.
RimPM says, what part are we at? We're still in the botanical garden. We're about to look for poison ivy. Because we learn that Titan is like made from these plants or whatever. And so we need her help. Or they put Titan in the plants or some shit. I forget.
I knew the story real well. What was your thing?
Excuse me.
Barry, what the fuck, man?
That's what you get for questioning my authority. Coming over here, sneaking some, getting oh, there you go. Getting experimental, Kev. I like it.
That's a jack hack right there.
Hashtag Jack Hack.
Taking that buttermilk ranch, putting in some curly fries on it.
I'm doing some science. Nobody tell Paul, all right?
Science, science,
Science with Kev. I'm Kevin. I miss In Review. You should bring that show back.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if we brought it back.
Oh yeah, what's going on with that Harry Potter?
What if Rocksteady is
RPG or whatever thing that got leaked?
What if that's what Rocksteady is working on? That'd be crazy. I don't know. Like
Remember
it
that?
looked. Yeah. Oh yeah. I went on Beyond, dress up as
Yeah.
Harry Potter and all that stuff when all of that got leaked.
Yeah, what
to
a
talk
fucking
about it.
hack. Dressing up to go on podcasts.
I know.
It appears to contain similar
Beyond has no
spores
original
to
ideas
Ivy
anymore.
used to attack Gotham.
I just meant dressing in general.
okay,
It wasn't
okay.
a Beyond knock as much as
okay.
a reference to the fact
Jonathan
that I would never
Berger
dress up to
sucks.
go on a
He went
podcast.
straight to fucking talking shit about them.
He just wanted to go fucking nuclear on Jonathan Dornbush. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't want that to happen.
Dude sucks.
Isn't he your best man?
No one's upset about that. Good for him, you know what I mean?
I think Kevin's upset.
Yeah, Kevin's living in a fucking dream world if he thinks he was gonna be your best man. Look at you going through this, man.
But the
Like
the
a
Harry
knife through cheese.
Potter like leak or whatever, there was like question of like, is it real? Is it legit and stuff? I felt like it just looked a little too good for it to be fake.
Oh yeah,
like to be like a fan made type of thing. And it's not like it looks like perfect or great because there's still enough of like weird shit where it's like, yeah, this has got to be a work in progress. But it is the question of like, where is it? Who's making it and whatnot? Like it's got to be a WB thing because WB's partner, like I think owns like all of the Harry Potter licensing rights. Cause yeah, like what other WB studios do we have? Who does Shadow of Mordor? Monolith.
Is that right?
Like it could be Monolith. Who did Mad Max?
That was
Avalanche. Yeah, those studios would make sense. Probably Monolith a little more. Kevin, where are we looking at right now?
3 hours, 32 minutes.
32. All right, we got an hour and a half. Will I make it? I don't think so anymore.
Regardless, the off switch is going. You know what I mean?
No, man. Sucks.
How late you think you're running?
My guess right now is I think I might be 20 minutes behind.
You better make it up. Better make it up.
Oh, we hate you.
We hate you. Make it up.
Oh.
I love this moment here where they're dressed up as Arkham security to try to fake you out.
Yeah. That's
I wish they did that more. Just like this one moment.
Hit me!
Uh-oh, he's around the corner. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Oh, he's still up. 38. Let's go. I think that might have been my best one today. Mr. Mandrew says, at one point will Barrett start blaming Kevin for not finishing on time? I'm not Andy. I won't do that.
Oh, the dunkaroo on Andy.
Shabe Raven says, shout out to Barrett for not having to take a break at all. Again, I'm not Andy.
Wow.
See him taking like showers and shit in the middle of his streams.
I mean, you can go pee if you want.
No, I'm good.
Okay. I peed twice during the stream. Now I'm just chugging liquid, but.
Someone in the chat confirmed that so far 38 is my best combat today.
Wow.
You made yourself laugh getting hard?
Good and hard. Good and hard.
Okay.
Come on, Andy.
God damn it, Kevin.
You don't think it disappoints me when I say the wrong name?
You wonder why you're not best man.
Great point.
We'll see who you're hanging out with in 3 years, you know what I mean?
Everybody, please put down in your calendar a reminder right now to ask us in 3 years who's Barrett's hanging out with. Who Barrett is hanging out with. Now, for the record,
I can't wait to get that tweet.
If I'm alive and you tweet me it, I will not respond. So any context you could give would be great, and then I'll respond based on that.
Yeah, you have to give the context
Need
of,
some context,
hey,
yeah.
like 3 years ago, you guys did the Arkham Asylum thing. Barrett made a joke about best men, and for some reason, you wanted us to remind you of who Barrett is hanging out with.
Yeah.
Tom G, when you played for the first time, did you fall for the screen glitching out and restart Scarecrow Nightmare? I did fall for it.
Dumb kid.
I did. Again, I didn't read the tea leaves. Like, of course, at this point, when I'm looking at this thing, I noticed, like, oh, but the whole freezing thing, oh my God, this was terrifying.
Yeah.
It was terrifying for like 10 seconds, and then we come to here. And then not until here where I was like, oh, okay, like, oh, this is part of the game. Oh, this is so cool. But still, it was a very terrifying 10 seconds.
This is like the intro, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we're back to the intro. Bat signal looks different. Looks like the Scarecrow kind of symbol.
I got that. You got that.
Now it's called Madhouse. Batman may be escaping. Yeah, I think this is one of the greatest moments in video games. I think still to this day. This whole segment right here is just so fucking weird and cool. Borzen00 says, Barrett, what is your favorite front bottom song? Backflip. Off of Talon of the Hawk, which is what my tattoo is the knife on the cover of Talon from the Talon of the Hawk. You still playing your pipe game?
Hell yeah, it's so good.
Use the middle stick to dodge Joker's gunfire. I always thought that was funny. Murdy D. Kelp says, Barrett, did you play Arkham VR and what did you think of the ending? I did not play Arkham VR because again, I don't have access to PlayStation VR.
There's multiples in this place. Just take one.
Never had access to a PlayStation VR.
Heads up, everybody. Kindoffunny.com/speedrunners is now up and running. So we have an official ranking there. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Gotta focus, Barrett. We gotta not mess this up so much like we did the last time.
You embarrassed yourself and me.
I embarrassed myself in the second Scarecrow like interaction. Scarecrow.
Kevin's part of that Scarecrow.
I'm terrified.
I wish we got more of like a ventriloquist Easter egg or like a cameo or something.
Sure.
Like we got his Tommy gun earlier. God, I hate this.
Isn't the dummy in the glass too earlier in the war?
Yeah, we saw Scarecrow. This is the worst, or not
Scarface.
Sorry, that's the worst part of that game. Getting up that ledge, I always have trouble with it every single fucking time. Because it's like, oh, I can't register that you're next to this wall that you can completely climb. It's like, just register it. I've been doing it the entire game, climbing up walls.
Scarface comes at the end of the game, says Kyle. My apologies, Kyle.
Well, he's in the warden's office though. You can scan him and it turns into a
so
thing.
I was right.
Then they,
yeah. Got it. Fuck you, Kyle.
Fuck you, Kyle.
Sorry, fuck you, man. Ash Rules 901 says, wow, almost 1,500 viewers. Thank you all for spending your Sunday with us as we play through Batman Arkham Asylum on its 10th anniversary and have some good fun. All sponsored and brought to you by Jack in the Box. Hashtag JackX.
Now that we brought up the JackX, Greg.
You want to get hacked?
Yeah. Now, I want a combination of regular fry and curly fry.
That's impossible.
I don't think it's impossible. I think we have the science to make it happen.
Yeah, but you're not putting it in his mouth.
While I'm playing a video game.
He breathed right on me. He breathed on me. JackX.
The like easier like bat hacking thing is essential for this. Because if you don't get that upgrade, trying to like do those like door hacking things, gets insane. Breaks your brain.
Some people are really good at puzzles.
The GoPro, Kevin Coelho.
Me too.
Well, it's not even really a puzzle. You're just like moving both of the sticks around at the same time, just trying to figure out which combination is right.
Sure, dummy.
Wow. Kevin Rude.
Can't believe you would speak to Batman like that.
Exactly.
But he is the Joker, so it makes sense.
Oh. Uh-oh.
God. So good. Oof.
Drowned dead.
Damn. Or so we believe.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was another great Easter egg in City when people finally found that.
What? What did they find?
Of in one of the ships.
Oh yeah,
near Joker's like base.
It's like a hanging. Oh no, he took over like a crane, right? Crane, Dr. Crane.
It was one of the boats, and like when you go into it, if you hack into it, there's like someone there, and there's like all these bugs and like weird containers and stuff like that, and you see like Arkham's logo, but it's kind of turned into like his logo, and the guy in there, if you zoom in on him, he like wakes up and he freaks out. And it's like a tease of like, oh, Scarecrow's working on something, and he's alive. Movie Guru said 83 says 5 hours to beat Croc, Ivy, and Joker. No, it doesn't take that long. It's gonna take a bit to get to Ivy, which is why I'm a little worried now. But after Ivy, it's literally right after her we fight Joker.
Do you know all the buttons?
Apparently not, because I keep dying. Yeah, I'm no longer doing the quick key batarang, because I think that's what was messing me up.
Gotcha.
Quickie battering.
I'm glad you can adjust on the fly like that. A lot of people couldn't.
It's pro gamer. Pro gamer
right here. Move aside, Nitro Rifle.
Yeah, have you seen Nitro Rifle do something like that? I don't think so.
I seen him struggle at the same Mario level for like hours and hours and hours.
I know.
You had a problem here, and what'd you do? You
Solved
overcame.
it.
You overcame.
Yeah, because when we start escaping, motherfucker.
Get him!
What the shit?
Oh shit.
The auto one just does not work.
Clowned your ass.
I know he did.
Made you look dumb.
Gishapol says, you think Croc would cover his
This is
neck?
why fucking Gary isn't fucking hosting us.
I know, because I suck.
But I'll never bore you, baby.
P.S. I love you too in the chat says, kind of funny, about to become the official speedrun record keepers.
We are.
Oh, we got through it.
Run, Batman! Hold X! You know how to hold X? Run!
I really love this part where you run towards the camera. It's the best.
Just have some fun.
There's always a clever way to take him down. I always love this.
Totally.
What do you do? Dip in mud?
That's exactly what he did.
The old mud dipper.
Ivy is about to take over pretty much the entire island. Then we gotta take out the water pumps. Then we take down Ivy, and then we take down Joker. Kevin, what time are we at?
409 on the dot.
Giddy up 409. Remember?
Nope.
409.
Keep going, I'll get there.
Giddy up 409. It was the jingle for 409 the cleaner.
I get it.
No, keep going. I'll get there.
Giddy up 409. 409.
That's such a good Joker laugh.
He does, I know.
Like, he could voice a really good Joker for like a kid's cartoon. You know, like you hear it, right?
He'd have to make himself laugh in the booth though. He'd be like,
yeah.
give me a minute, give me a minute. And then he started thinking of funny stuff.
I mean, that wouldn't be hard.
This is one of my favorite gameplay moments right here.
This is how we do it.
Oh, you know what?
Do it.
TR Ben's in the chat, a great idea. He says Photoshop challenge idea. KFM as Batman villain.
There we
the
go.
Rogue
That's great.
Gallery.
See, I knocked them all out, but pulling them down.
I'm not gonna lie, right? You've offended me today for the last time, and so your punishment is to come over here and eat some more fries.
No,
hashtag Jack Hack.
I think I'm good with fries.
Oh damn! I thought that Jack Hack was gonna work on you. I got some loose lettuce and ranch over here.
I'm ready to take a power nap.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do it. We'll wake you up when it's over.
I'm awake enough for a Jack Hack right now, Greg.
Jesus, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, give me some of them fries.
Shorter boys in there too, so we gotta go deep. Jack! Barrett doesn't have to stop playing. And again, power to you, Barrett, for not even taking a bathroom break at all during this thing.
I'm dedicated.
You are dedicated.
He's a young boy with a good tight bladder.
No, I think it's a loose, floppy ass bladder. You can just get, it gets filled. It's like a runny egg. It can just get filled and like go over everything.
Right. Runny egg. That's an interesting one. That's a...
Now let's get on top of this boy.
Get on that milkshake.
Ride that milkshake, Bear. Batman on a milkshake.
I'm riding
Batman on a milkshake.
Idiot! You're gonna bleed out your fat.
Ride him. Get on the train and ride him. Ooh, ooh.
I think this is the first time I've taken him, or maybe it's the first time I've taken him down in a while.
Now, as long as you don't fuck this up,
I take down all the henchmen, because he's usually the last guy I take down.
Who is?
The Titan henchman,
What do you think his name is?
Jerry.
Jerry the Titan henchman.
I appreciate Kevin jumping onto the plane on that one, not knowing where he's going.
Now we've just passed the 4-hour 36-minute mark.
Okay. It's a very important mark. Now, Portillo is now very invested in the Jack in the Box.
So bad, please.
Yeah, see, here's the trick. Just constantly throw batarangs at her. Her health slowly goes down.
Oh, wow. So smart.
Didn't figure that. I had to look up in the forums. So I was no, only when I went to hard mode. Because I was stuck on her boss fight for a long time. And I wanted to get the hard mode trophy. And this was like the one thing really stopping me. And that's it.
Boo.
We've beaten Ivy.
Fuck
Kevin,
you,
how
Ivy.
much time on the clock left?
4 hours and 41 minutes, 28
All right, we got
seconds.
this. We
You got this? You're gonna do it?
We're gonna do it. And I am personally counting when the final Joker fight ends. I am not Legend says, holy shit, you guys, we might be seeing a new record.
It's happening right now, guys.
I gotta really focus though. Like I usually like to fight all of the. I usually like to fight all of the guys that introduce you to the party. But I'm not gonna do that.
Don't do it all the time, man.
Yeah. I will be interested to see how many Riddler trophies I actually got at the end of this though.
7.
You think so?
You got more than
more.
7.
Might be more. I wasn't paying attention. You gonna beat these guys up?
No.
Hey, no, that's not right.
So then it just adds minutes when we have, what do you say, 19, 18?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Oh my god. You're the one who said how much time we have, Kevin.
What? Oh, I didn't say that. I told you what time it was.
What's the timer at, Kevin?
4 hours, 43 minutes, 34 seconds.
All right, we have 17 minutes. Porty is thrown up.
What?
He's
Don't make shit up.
He's
Asshole.
looking up, so it runs down his nose, and he coughs because he chokes on him.
I get it, Porty. I've been there.
Kebabs on TV says, so how far in the game are we? We're at like the very end, Kebabs. I don't know where you've been.
You know, he just woke up or something, he said.
Okay.
Oh, well, let's not be mean to him. Hey, Kebabs. Good morning.
Welcome back, Kebabs.
I hope that you're enjoying yourself today, if you know what I mean. Winkety wink wink.
I don't know what you mean,
Yeah, I
Kevin.
don't know what he means, man.
Oh, it's a sexual thing.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Hey, is this Scarface?
Yeah. And that's why in the chat, Kyle says, and Scarface told you, but we were saying we already saw him in the warden's
Yeah.
office.
Yeah.
That's what you were trying to
told
do.
you.
So you come here, you're going to get fucking pile drive.
Squib fuck.
Yeah.
We weren't saying that Scarface wasn't at the end. We were just saying.
Don't act like you can just make things better right now.
No, I'm
told
agreeing
you
with Greg.
you
I'm on
were
Greg's
wrong.
side.
You were wrong and you look dumb.
Yeah, that's what Kyle was like. Scarface told you. It's
Kyle
like, we're
better
not
get ready
saying
to
that
apologize.
he wasn't at the end of the game. We just said we saw him already. Kyle. 5344. If that's your real name.
More like Kyle 55, shut the fuck up.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I mean? How do you keep the kind of funny best friends in check? How do you have such a great community? We love you, Kyle. And the haters gonna hate.
Hate. What's your favorite song off this new Swift album?
Ooh, dude, great question. Right now it's Paper Rings, I think, but Lover is close behind it.
Lover's the title of the album, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, do you know that Square Pies guys close on Sunday?
Damn,
Kev.
Sunday and Monday, yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Dude,
Sucks
you
for
should have been
man.
like us and ordered last night. It was great. Had 2 peps.
You should have hung out with us on Friday night.
Man, aren't you guys all just
Seems like we all had a lot of square pie guys this weekend without you, Kev.
That's okay. I see what you did there.
Park it. Just park it.
All right.
Park it. You almost got him here, Barrett.
All right, that's one down.
That's one guy down.
Kevin, what's the time at?
You got 4 hours and 48 minutes on the timer.
Oh, no.
With 59 seconds as of now.
All right. Again, I'm including like.
You have to beat the Jokers.
I got to beat Joker. Once I beat Joker, that's when we'd stop the clock. All right, Kev.
I mean, it's up to the chat.
Chat says 11 minutes to go. They're all fine. They agree.
I don't think they said that.
I see. Panzer, 11 minutes to go. King Franchise, 12
Well,
minutes.
yeah, they suck though.
What?
But are they also counting? Oh no, they're not. I thought they might have been just
I
counting.
think they're
like,
just
what
doing the
time it
math
was.
off what Kevin said.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just made up a number if I'm being honest.
He didn't.
All right.
Don't worry.
Now
about
we just got the Joker for boss fight.
it. Here we go, everybody. Can you do it, Porty? Can you do it?
Commissioner.
Ah, this was a cool moment for me.
Oh, he was still alive. He get his brains blown out.
I mean, we knew that.
Well,
We thought we sent him safely off the island, but in reality, probably that security guard we gave him to was a Joker henchman.
sexual favors, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh no, what's happening to you?
He's got the serum. in him, man.
Mr. Mandrew says it's over when you yell time. Don't we? Didn't we establish this?
It's pretty good. That's a pretty good thing.
Yep. Ignacio Rojas says, I say wait until the post-credit scene ends to end the timer. Fuck no.
Well,
I do
mean,
want to skip to the post-credit scene to check it out, though.
What's the post-credit scene?
It's always like a tease of like there's a Titan box in the in the water, and then it's a variation of either Scarecrow, Killer Croc, or Bane lifting to pick it up.
Oh wow, it sounds fun.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
it's gonna be really
fun.
great.
I always like to skip to it to see who I get this time.
Why does it change?
I don't know, just to keep it optional.
Yeah,
Make you
keep it
think.
open. Well, look at this. Look at this. Oh no.
Which one is canon? You know?
I don't know if any of them are canon.
Isn't it Scarecrow?
Do you think?
then-
Did Scarecrow use the Titan mix to
Beef up his
fear toxin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There he is, everybody. Titan Joker.
The best iteration of Joker we've ever seen.
Sure is.
I love how he just randomly gets a mohawk too.
Yeah, why
Where
not?
did this come from?
Mohawks are cool.
Titan does
guess.
weird thing to people. His ribs coming out. Gross.
I know. Yeah, it is a weird thing where like he presents it like this was his plan all
Yeah,
along.
right.
It's like really feels very lame.
This is not his plan?
No, it was, but seems like a very lame Joker plan as far as Joker plans go.
He's not
40,
very
what are you
dumb.
up
He's
to?
not as smart as everyone thinks he is.
To dote on yourself. That was a good moment. I always like that. To not give in to the power.
Yeah. They didn't say
just-
Rumble because they didn't want to, give him any money.
Yeah. I only had 2 upgrades left.
Think you can beat me?
I hate this. The weird, like, fixed camera angle, trying to avoid him and shit. And this doesn't make sense. He's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna hang out though. Focusing, chat.
I'm focused on chat?
No, I'm letting chat know I'm focusing.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not talking for the next couple of minutes, I'm trying to.
I got it. Don't worry. I'll keep my eye on chat. See all the hot takes are as you go doing this.
A lot of people calling you Squib.
Nobody's saying that yet.
Shut up, alright?
Kevin's just trying to get in my head.
Draken Pone says Joker dabbing up there.
He plays better when he's got more pressure. Everybody knows that. It's a fact.
It's true. It's true.
I don't know. If,
Barrett rises to the occasion.
He's definitely not a crier.
Definitely. There you go.
he had that Joker teeth coming to me. I knew if I went up there, it would have exploded. It wouldn't have been a good time.
No.
Kevin, what's my time?
4 hours, 54 minutes. Can you do it, Squib?
This fixed camera angle sucks.
That's an opinion.
It's fair.
Mr. Mandrews says, damn, this is down to the buzzer. You know
It
it.
is. It's how we do it at Kind of Fun.
Knee.
Did he say me or knee?
I don't know.
Kind of fun knee.
Oh, got it.
Company name.
I heard it kind of funny.
What do you think I said?
Kind of fun.
K. Rule, Greg, did you see the Ghostbuster Rocket League card? Dude, I got the Ghostbuster Rocket League card. Don't ever.
Oh, too bad you never play with it.
I played with it.
Don't lie to me. Respect me when that.
No, for sure not. Scotty McButter says, beat that buzzer. I believe in Barrett.
Okay, one more round. Let's see how it happens. Let's see how it goes. Kevin, what's my 10?
It's good. It's great, dude. Really good.
What's the number, Kev?
It is 4 hours, 56 minutes.
56? Okay. All right, Kevin. In the next minute or two, I'm going to yell time, and I'm going to need you to tell me what the time was.
Wow. All right.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The 10th anniversary. Batman Arkham Asylum. Barrett's been playing straight. Can he beat his world record of 5 hours? It's come down to the buzzer. He's got to beat all these guys, beat the Joker. Then he'll yell time. We'll see where we're at. Roan Rain says the timer on screen would have been nice. Roan Rain, shut up.
Yeah.
This is just us fucking around. We didn't think about it. We didn't know we were actually doing like a, hey, let's try to make it into a world record thing till it started. I'm joking around now. How about you? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no. This is bad. This is throwing Barrett off his game, getting electrocuted.
This is the fucking teeth that get me.
Awesome Jedi 97 says, let's fucking go, Barrett.
He's trying to go for that gun again.
I'll give you something for the morning news.
It's almost there. Here we go. Here we go. Kevin, it's almost time. Get ready.
I'm listening.
Time.
4 hours, 57 minutes, 57 seconds.
Yay,
Wow,
good.
all right.
Barrett beat his record, everybody.
Yeah, by 3 minutes.
Do I stop it or?
Yeah,
The timer?
yeah, might as well.
There you go.
World record, guys. Kindafunny.com/speedruns. Oh, man.
Wow,
Good job,
2
buddy.
minutes
Proud,
away from
proud of you.
We did
2
it.
minutes away from full studio shutdown.
I
And that's
know.
a
Very impressed.
full-on Jack hack if I ever seen one.
Thank you. Thank you to Jack in the Box for sponsoring this stream.
Thank you, everybody, watching this stream for Batman Arkham Asylum's 10th anniversary. Thank you, Barrett, for putting it on. Thanks for all the
Oh, yeah.
videos.
Thank you for hanging out today, guys.
Remember, in 3 years, you all need to tweet us about who Barrett's friends are. And then give us
Who I'm
some
hanging
kind of
out with.
context. Yeah, exactly.
Let's see how this plays out.
How bad you got to pee?
Not that bad.
Jeez, really?
No.
I got to pee.
I went
man.
through like a whole thing of orange soda, and then another thing of Coke Zero, and now I got a Diet Coke.
Man.
I'm feeling okay.
You just
Like I
burned it
do
off.
have to pee, but it's not like a
Not like you're going to die.
yeah. Like I
Hold it in a
can
little
wrap
longer.
up.
Hold it in a little longer.
See how long you can go?
You know? What's
The Blue Lantern says that's not a world record. LOL. Have you
I'm
not
sorry.
been paying attention?
If you go to kindafunny.com/speedrunners, tell me if it's a fucking world record or not, you coward.
Ash Rules 901 says good job, Barrett. Feel like I could have performed better if I didn't focus so much on the Riddler trophies.
You had some fun, man.
Feel like we could have done it in 4 hours 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying, Kev?
Let's do it again. Go.
Right now, let's go. Yeah, I like this kind of.
Rocksteady, what up?
Yeah, shout out to Rocksteady. Congrats. And
Sefton Hill, of course.
Yeah, everybody there who had a hand in making this game. Batman Arkham Asylum, a very important game, I would say, in the video game industry in the last 10 years.
100%.
Kickstarted my favorite video game series of all time. So yes, thank you guys. And hell yeah, it's been 10 years. Hope you guys announce soon what you're working on.
You better. Cowards.
All right, who's
Here it
who's
is.
gonna pop
Titan.
up? Who's gonna pop
I'm
up?
gonna say Scarecrow.
I'm gonna say Croc. Oh, yeah!
Look at that. You never.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your 10th anniversary stream for Batman Arkham Asylum. We
I got
thank you so much.
143 Riddler trophies on this playthrough.
Not too shabby. Thank you for hanging out with us this
240.
entire time for 5 hours of this, of Barrett playing again. Barrett, congratulations to you. Great work out there. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
wanting
you
to do
guys
this.
so much for hanging out, celebrating this great game. I hope we I hope you all had fun with us.
Kevin, thank you for coming in and doing this with us all day long. I'm glad your pipe game's going well.
And thank you again, Jack and Box,
Of course.
for sponsoring this stream.
On short notice.
Yeah, and
Coming
you know, we found a bunch of hashtag Jack hacks to make sure that I beat it in a timely manner and didn't get my controller all messy.
Nice job. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's been our pleasure to serve you.